details, just like Liverpool fan Peter Bolster did. Good morning, Peter. Let's go on to that style of play comment from Arne Slot that we've just been talking about with Charlie. What did you make of it, that he said that style of play is worth more than winning trophies?
I don't buy into that, in the fact that that's what Arne Slot tried to say. I think the whole purpose of the interview was to address the fact that he keeps getting misinterpreted. So he spoke about Liverpool winning the league twice in 30 years, and then he addressed that in that interview. So the whole round table was just optics to bring a bit of unification between Richard Hughes and Arne Slot. I think what he's getting at is the fact that he's hurt by Liverpool fans' comments, including myself. If he's listening, I've been really disappointed watching Liverpool play, and I think he's felt that inside the ground. I don't think he's saying trophies don't matter. What you're going to remember is that this is a Liverpool manager that won 36 out of his first 50 league games. He's won the Premier League. He's a Premier League champion. It also got spoken about him having an ego in this round table interview. Yeah, an ego about winning, an ego about playing fantastic football. That's what he wants to be remembered as. That's what I've interpreted it as. I don't think it was either or. I don't think this is an Arsène Wenger where we've finished in the top four for the last 108 years, and that's all that matters about playing good football. It is about winning as well.
What's the general feeling around Slot from the Liverpool fans right now?
A bit confused, to be honest with you, and I think I was just speaking to someone else earlier about Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp wouldn't have come out and had a round table interview because he wouldn't have had to, because Liverpool were unity. They put this big unity as strength behind Arne Slot, because some of the Liverpool fans are not fully behind him. But maybe that's because he's Dutch. He's very direct in how he speaks. Sometimes people forget that English is an additional language, so he can be misinterpreted. And he likes to be honest. Let's just say that as well. He likes to be honest, and maybe he's too honest for his own good, a bit like Amram was at Man United.
Pete, what's successful for Liverpool now for the remainder of the season? We talk about, say, three competitions. You've got the Premier League, that's gone. You've still got the Champions League and the FA Cup. Winning one of them is important to Liverpool Football Club. And if they don't, the fan base is still going to be disappointed, because winning trophies is something that's associated with Liverpool Football Club.
Yeah, of course. Liverpool have to win a trophy to deem it as a good season. There's no doubt about that. But what's an acceptable season, having seen what has unfolded and what happened in the summer, is that Liverpool have to qualify for the Champions League. It's as simple as that. But Liverpool also have to do what Slot just said. They have to play good football. They have to bring some intensity into the game, because for me, what was more concerning was the press conference this morning, that he said that Liverpool have played well for 95% of the minutes they played.
Nah.
Well, that's amazing. That's amazing. Like, well, are you sure? Are you sure about that? Because the penalty boxes count, you know. But what's happened between those penalty boxes?
I see that. That's him doubling down on his own beliefs, right? Because everyone, whether you're a Liverpool fan or watching Liverpool or just watching games of Liverpool, they haven't played well for 95% of the games. We can all see it in both boxes. They've almost been a shadow of themselves of last year, and then a shadow of themselves of what we've seen over the last 4 or 5 years of Jurgen Klopp, right? I know it's two different styles, but they have been a shadow of themselves. So for him to come out and say that, I see it as he's doubling down on his own beliefs. But we can all see that that's not true.
Yeah, it's definitely not true. It's Liverpool have played well. They have controlled possession in large parts of football matches. There's no doubt about that. So I think what he's trying to say is that when Liverpool are winning 2-0 and when it's 0-0, which I'm going to use his wording, is that there's not much difference. Well, I'm not really sure about that, because Liverpool have been really, really struggling against low blocks all season, and it's up to Liverpool to increase the intensity. It's up to Liverpool to make it a bit faster, and it's been too slow and lethargic and just not very good to watch. And that's exactly why we're talking about the style of play, because Liverpool haven't been good to watch. I've gone to Anfield leading up to the game thinking, I'm not really looking forward to this, and that's not what I want to feel like as a fan.
How confident were you on the 1st of January that by the end of January you would have had a centre-back?
Not very confident, because I'm a Liverpool fan, so I know everything about Liverpool's transfer policy, and what they deem is the right football. That doesn't mean that it comes in this window. So I'm sure Jeremy Jacquet is a brilliant signing for the future. But it's a bit like getting a present at Christmas off your mum, isn't it? And having no batteries and all the shops shut. So it's a bit like, well, we can't really use it right now, can we? So it doesn't help us for our immediate ambitions. And our ambition is I don't know what our ambition is. That's what baffles me. I'm a Liverpool fan. I want to see Liverpool go and lift that FA Cup. I'm not delusional in the sense that I think Liverpool can go and win the Champions League, and it's just ours. I think it's very difficult to win the European Cup, but Liverpool should be wanting to play good football, qualify for the Champions League, win that FA Cup. They definitely should be going for that. But you should have brought in reinforcements, because that Liverpool squad is far too thin. The fact that we've got a midfielder playing right back.
Pete, just to pick you up on that, just real quickly, you say win the FA Cup and qualify for the Champions League. They win the FA Cup, don't qualify for the Champions League. Big problems?
You can ask Sir Kenny Dalglish that.
What happened?
Yeah, of course it is. But I'm just saying, because of all the talks regarding the manager, right? We're talking if he doesn't win the FA Cup, if he wins the FA Cup and we don't qualify for the Champions League, all of a sudden, then there's big questions to be asked, right? Isn't there? Because we obviously heard
I think there's big questions to be asked holistically as a football club of who's making the decisions. So as Arne Slot, we can keep going on about him and blame him for everything, and I think it's really unfair. Arne Slot has 12 months left on his deal in the summer, and so does Richard Hughes. He has 12 months left on his deal. Now, as a team, because they say in that round table interview, they've just said that they speak to each other on a daily basis. So they are the team that is running Liverpool Football Club on the pitch right now. So when Liverpool, as a hierarchy, look in the summer and address what's happened and what money's been spent, has it been good enough job? I think if Liverpool don't qualify for the Champions League, I think that would be not a very good meeting for either of them.
Well, looking forward to Sunday's game regardless. Peter, thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.